We are one. Okay, there you go. We are live. Hey everyone, this is Coach MirandaMiner, and welcome to another edition of our Coach MirandaMiner's daily cryptocurrency fundamentals. Technical charting and everything else about cryptocurrency. We're broadcasting and streaming live in my YouTube channel and in my Facebook live feed in globalmirandaminer.com. I will not further belabor the introduction because I have a very busy guest. I'm very, very honored to have in our show none other than Alastair Caithness. I'll have an honor to introduce him. He's currently the CEO of Energy Tokens, Ziyen Corporation, and the blockchain advisor for Libertarian Party. Very, very busy guy. He's actually in the airport today. Say hi to him. Everyone is saying hi to you in the chat room.
Hey, Philippines! Look, here it is. This is like Amsterdam right now. Look at that, sunny day in Amsterdam. This is the blue sheep behind us. The special blue sheep. Everyone sees that.
You're being seen by
so
everyone.
Perfect.
You're being seen by everyone all over the world. We have folks from Saipan, from Hong Kong, from Singapore, and everything else. But before that, I know everyone is excited in the chat room right now. He's a very busy guy. In fact, he's in the airport. He's gonna be flying out to Scotland in a few. But a very, very long resume. He has been involved into many organizations with a purpose. As I've said, he's a CEO of Energy Tokens. Also an NFT artist. I did not know this until today. Wow, very, very busy guy. And he's also a part of a publication together with the professors in Columbia University. A very, very kind and thoughtful soul. He's actually a volunteer by heart. He is actually a chairman of San Diego Walk, Autism Speaks, and the San Diego Walk Committee. I have an honor and privilege to have the very first guest in our show, based in San Diego but currently in Amsterdam today, none other than Alastair. Alastair, say hi to everyone, please, sir.
Hello, everybody. That was like the best intro ever, Coach Miranda. I'll record that and use that for my phone from now on. Perfect.
Do you know
super delighted to be on the show, everybody. We're in here. I flew from LA to Amsterdam, layover here, then back to Scotland. So excited to get back to Scotland because that's originally where I'm from. I've been living in California now for 6 years. We set Ziyen up probably 5 years ago, but it was there, just over 5 years old. It was a startup in the energy space. We acquired interest in different oil assets, things like that as well. We're involved in Regulation A as a way of fundraising, and we started getting involved in security tokens. So listeners, people might know from ICOs, these were security tokens where you would actually get to trade the tokens through an SEC-regulated transfer agent onto an SEC-regulated exchange, an alternative trading system. So that's the big news that's happening over in California right now. So what's about to happen is that all the assets out there, they can be tokenized. And up until now, we were able to tokenize assets, but you didn't have the third-party part of the process in order to be able to sell the tokens. So that's just come into place. And, everyone believes this will be the next huge birth from tokenization in the blockchain. So obviously we've come along there from Bitcoin, Ethereum, all different use cases of the blockchain. And then what tokenization does is it allows the financial infrastructures, and that was the original white paper, financial infrastructures can get tokenized, and then people in the finance industry are going to get access to the blockchain in a way they've never believed, Right. So that's what's exciting, what we're up to right now, Coach Miranda.
So as an example, an insurance item, an equity or anything outside the blockchain.
I'll tell you the easiest way. Let's talk about what I'm doing, right? So I'll explain it that way. The way it really started with real estate, but what's happening within energy assets. So it's a bit like if you think of Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, essentially there's this technology, but it's not actually backed against any physical assets.
Right.
what this is doing things with energy assets. Now, originally we're doing oil and gas, but now we're going to do renewable energy, and that's what we'll speak about, how everything's merging together. So what's interesting is that you can actually tokenize the project. So this project actually makes oil. The way people buy interest into this project, they'll buy it in fractional interest. So $50,000 might give you 1-2% of the project. The way it's sort of structured, and this is just for land drilling in America,
right,
is the landowner, which is quite often the farmer, he gets 20% of the project. The operator, say, gets 40%, management 10%, and then there's maybe 35-40% for like non-op interest holders. So that's people who are investing money into these projects, quite often as tax breaks, and they'll own 1-2% of the project. And some of these oil wells will produce oil for, say, 20 years, 25 years. So essentially what you're doing is you're investing into an asset that's going to give you distributions. The difference is, though, when you're coming to sell that asset, so you own 1% of this project, it's actually very difficult to sell it. So essentially you bought into an asset, and because you own a percentage of this asset, it gives you distributions. But if you want to sell it, you can maybe sell it back to the main operator, someone else in the project, and it's very, very small amount of people can do this. What the blockchain and tokenization does is we convert the project, rather than percentages, into tokens. But now people can buy into the project. So suddenly, through tokenization, people who can be sitting on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, etc., eventually they'll be able to take that, buy it directly into an oil-producing asset, a coal-producing asset, a renewable energy-producing asset. They would hold the token for that asset as it produces electricity, as it produces oil. It will give distributions. People call it the stock market dividends. Under tokenization, it's distributions. So as it makes energy, they'll give it distributions. And from there, that's what's actually changing and what's so exciting about the whole thing. Coach Miranda, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. So we're kind of using it in comparison to dividends in the stock market. In this particular,
so what you so we're compared. So it works like that. The difference is as it produces energy. So as this renewable wind farm produces electricity and sells electricity, depending how much of the project you have in tokens, you will get distributions, and that distributions can be in any cryptocurrency you want. To begin with, it'll be in Bitcoin, Ethereum, like Cardano. Eventually, you'll be able to have that distributing. So that's actually happening right now.
okay, okay. So in my world, so it looks like we're staking our money or whatever investments do we have to kind of put a fraction of that. So if that investment earns, I'll get a fraction of that particular earning. In this case, energy. To your point.
Yeah. So whatever you want, and you get the choice. So you can get it back US dollars, euros.
Yeah.
Ethereum, Bitcoin. It'll be the company who's the escrow company for doing this is Coinbase.
Okay.
You heard of Coinbase before?
Yeah. Of course.
So, So obviously, people know them as their wallet. They're going to do this new NFT. But if you think from a financial industry perspective, they're doing all the escrow. So when I say to people, you can give me Bitcoin and buy this new Ziyen token or buy this energy token, it's not me that's actually holding the escrow. The escrow will come through Coinbase. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like that. It's that far down the pipeline in terms of all these things working.
Okay.
So when people are coming in, and then really what you're wanting to do is you're buying into an asset. So it's like, how do you own part of a wind farm? How do you own part of a solar farm? How do you own part of an oil rig? They call it like democratization of ownership.
Yeah.
But like right now, most people can't actually own it.
So
but through the blockchain and tokenization, now we're going to be able to own it for the first time, which is that's what's exciting.
Yeah. So what type of market are you trying to attract here? Are you looking for the existing crypto market to kind of have access to the democratized revenue from those windmills and energy? Or are you looking for the new subset of market, those that are not yet in crypto?
I'll continue. So I'm like the use case of doing this. So what's interesting about what we are doing with Ziyen token, Ziyen coin, is we've created this tokenized fund. So we've acquired different oil interests. So we own interest into like 60 oil wells. We're looking to buy into another over 100 wells just now. We've got like leases. We've got like long-term renewable energy leases. We've got like 2 coal mines, which we actually acquired from mineral rights for oil. So we're buying into like more and more oil and gas-based things, and it's a fund. And as the fund grows bigger, you're essentially, the more money we raise, the more you buy into this fund. As it starts producing, people will get distributions based on it, you know?
Okay.
But we're like the use case of the whole thing. What we've done is, rather than try and create an underlying coin for the entire industry, which we obviously looked at the early days when we talked about Ziyen coin, and everything goes back to the original petrodollar, the paper about oil coin as well as a stable coin for the oil and gas industry. The difference is when you're trying to get one underlying stable coin, and this is how the market's evolved from stable coins to what's about to happen, is people were always looking for, I want to become the Bitcoin of that industry.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So
yep,
I want to be the stable coin for the oil industry. The oil industry spends $200 billion a year in transactions. So automatically people want to come in and, yes, if I can create a coin for basically, equals a barrel of oil, and as people buy and sell it, and we can settle on the blockchain, it avoids all the banking, international transactions fees, saves us $200 billion. But the problem with that is you need mass market adoption by the super majors, because it's a bit like you built something, but unless the super major oil companies, and you're talking ExxonMobil, BP, Shell, Total, there's a few of them, Saudi Aramco, all these guys, if they don't use it, it's a bit of a waste of time. So when we came back to trying to look to solve a problem, and I think when people think about the blockchain, it's about solving problems. So what our problem solves is it allows people to sell these little interests in oil and energy assets through a mechanism of tokenization, and then by us democratizing ownership, rather than having 50,000 minimum, people might come in for $500, $1,000, and it just like suddenly you're investing in an asset through tokenization. But if that's working for oil and gas, what's going to happen over the next 10 years is like everything's going to become tokenized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like at the very beginning.
Okay. Is this something related to? I mean, I know you're into the government as well. In your
Yeah. So basically, I'm trying to watch for time as well, Coach Miranda.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So no problem. I've timed it out. I'm 13 minutes to my gate according to the thing up there.
I don't want to make you go late with your flight.
Scottish fast, so I reckon 9 minutes. So it's Scottish people walk fast. That's the thing to know about us. So back to like the government stuff. So essentially, before the 2020 election, the Libertarian Party, a friend of mine, Adam Kokesh, he was running for president. One of his policies was Americoin. His original Americoin idea was they want to have an underlying cryptocurrency that was essentially, representing the Federal Reserve. Trying to get more transparency into the Federal Reserves. Problem with that is no one's going to buy into doing it. It's a bit of a long shot. So we went back and forward, and I know more about what this area of speciality in him. And then I said, what we can do is, and this becomes like a financial model for people out with the end of COVID, is rather than UBI, which is Universal Basic Income, what we do is we tokenize all the government assets. Now, all the government assets, in each country, but over in America, it's still 54% of the land, thinking of America and what we're doing.
Yeah.
So 54%, according to Wikipedia, that's worth $271 trillion. So if you're thinking that's probably written years ago, and again, it's always an underestimate. People think, no, it's never worth that. It's worth anywhere between $200 to $300 trillion, all the assets. You're talking like all the oil, all the timber, all the areas where they're going to create all this renewable energy. That's all on federal land. They're going to be doing this, So everything out to sea, alongside the coast, that's all going to be areas. So what would happen is we tokenize that, and then by Social Security, everyone would get a fractional ownership of this big asset. And as it makes money, we get distributions. So essentially, rather than UBI, this model is called tokenized asset distributions, we create it so that people can actually get access to this. Now, why do I want to do this is, well, ultimately, because of my background, my father is someone with special needs. That we were speaking there about autism and Autism Speaks Walks. I was co-chair with my wife back in 2018, sat in the committee. If you think of all the homeless people that in America right now, which the homeless problem is getting worse and worse, 50% of them have mental health problems, So the cracks of society are letting these people come through. Believe it or not, 1 in 7 is a veteran, which is an absolutely incredible statistic when I found out. I think it's 1 in 8 in the other areas, but in California, 1 in 7 people out there in the street is a veteran. That's like crazy. And they're all into everything, veterans and stuff. And it's like, you can just see they're struggling with mental health problems, and they've, gone through the cracks of society.
Yeah.
So if I can create a system whereby that person has ownership of an asset, and for a lot of people out there in their city areas, stuff like that, they'll never have ownership of an asset anyway. That's how you get wealth in life, is ownership of asset. And that's why me tokenizing this and people buying fractional ownership of an asset that increases in value is always a good investment for them. And to energy projects, that's why it's good. So all we're doing is taking the same model and scaling it out to the federal point,
Got it.
But it was interesting at the time. It was like Kokesh was running. Vice president on the ticket was John McAfee, from McAfee Software.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So he was the VP running for the project. And then as part of the Metacoin project, there was the guys from Bitcoin.com. So it was the guys from Bitcoin.com, John McAfee, myself. And I was sort of leading the project. And it's really just a concept. You're putting it out there, put it to think tank, stuff like that as well, So it's exciting for me, got some good PR. And that's the model. So as I'm developing this Bitcoin libertarian sort of thing, it became like my NFTs. So I sort of, John McAfee's no longer with us. The ethos of Bitcoin and libertarian very much merges together. And just within it, that's what we've created, the sort of Bitcoin libertarian, where we're pushing more for this new future economy as like our key policy,
Okay.
So I've sort of taken the mantle on from these guys to push the policy forward,
Yeah. Well,
so it's pretty interesting. It's like a crypto-based policy. And it's like, you've got people thinking, well, why can't you go to the Democrat and Republican Party are never going to run with a policy like this. It has to go to like a peripheral party. See, the Libertarian Party, their own real policy that they've been successful at pushing is the legalization of cannabis. So that was basically started back in the 70s by, couple of libertarian hippies. And that's how the process started. But, everyone in the Libertarian Party, that's one of the key policies we're obviously looking to push as well. You think of the opioid pandemic that's happening out in America right now. It's absolutely ridiculous that cannabis can help in so many other ways, and it's been, stopped with that. And then, there's a big crossover for that. So that's, part of being the Bitcoin libertarian. We obviously push that part of the party policy,
Okay.
So it's interesting. So it's a crypto-based political, monetary policy, basically. So we'll see how it develops. We've got a friend Giovanni who's basically doing a similar type thing out in Italy as well. So the Italia coin, he's looking to push that concept as well. So we'll see how it develops. Coach Miranda.
Okay. And then I also have seen in your LinkedIn profile that you have started to invest a couple of assets in ADA Cardano. Talk to us about, why are you interested with ADA Cardano, and what do you think is the future of this coin?
It's like everyone puts figures, or when's ADA Cardano going to get $20? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First one, when will that happen? How will it get? If you look at it, they sort of follow Bitcoin still. It gets bigger, but everything follows Bitcoin back and forward. But Bitcoin now, when you think the market cap's like $1 trillion. Ethereum over 400 billion, and then ADA now like 70 to 80 billion dollars is a market cap. From like people in terms of business, when you think about that as a model, that just shows the impact it's about to make. The thing that we were speaking about off stage, which is interesting and this does, is people think, how am I getting involved in that? And why am I tracking that? Is, on these energy assets and leases that we've got access to, they're already connected to the grid. So what we're looking to do is start doing Bitcoin mining and green Bitcoin mining in America. So we've got access to large amounts of land. So part of the Wyoming wind lease we've got for, that's 160 acres, for 35 years. So that can do a wind energy lease and do Bitcoin mining. We can do the Bitcoin mining as well with a solar lease in Colorado. And back in Indiana, we've got a small oil producing asset that we're going to look to basically hook up one of the Bitcoin units as well. So what it's able to do is can catch the flaring of the gas. So, this whole movement is moving in with cryptocurrency. It aligns with renewable energy as well. So that's what I mean. Everything's merging together when it's starting to do that. So as that's starting to come in, you think, what is the variable cost in mining? And it's electricity, That's the main one. And then you start looking at ADA compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. The CO2 emissions created by ADA compared like by like for mining compared to Ethereum is like an eighth of the CO2 emissions. So, we're coming to this point where America's going to take over and do mass amount of cryptocurrency. It's already increasing. It's gone from I think 9% of the market to nearly 20% in the market in the last 12 months. So it's just going to increase faster and faster. But this green Bitcoin mining is going to be the next big thing, or green, whatever the crypto mining is. And that's what people are going to want. And, it's just, we'll look to partner. So I'm not going to be there as an expert like you in terms of being in mining and that. What I do is I provide the electricity.
Okay.
And if I can provide the electricity cheaper than the next guy in a more eco-friendly way, then you're going to want your stuff mined by me rather than someone else. And then a lot of the stuff we're doing is just the tokenization, everything's getting regulated, stuff like that as well. So I just think mass adoption of what we're about to do is about to happen,
Is that the recurring theme right now in the States, where people are really concerned, crazy about, fuel consumption when they're mining crypto? Do you think people will go in that direction in the future?
Yeah, it's definitely going that way so fast. That's what people want, So, especially like in California, everything's green,
Okay.
But I tell them I own a coal plant. They don't like me,
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with coal plant. It's nothing wrong. If it's a cold winter, everybody, look no further. I'll be able to sort you out. No, but seriously, Coach Miranda, it's just like you can be doing it next to oil, gas, and going forward, it's about an energy mix. But as people start to understand energy more, we're going to have more manufacturing back at the point of origin. So we'll want to, rather than getting everything manufactured around the world using coal power, we'll want to get manufacturing done with renewable energy next to it. So that way we'll be able to do dropping the sort of CO2 emissions. But then becomes the Bitcoin mining, everything we're starting to use, it all merges together. So what happens is that the blockchain provides us ways to track everything. So the way we're going to track CO2 emissions is all going to be over the blockchain. So that's what's going to happen. So we'll be able to track, within 5 years, we'll be tracking the CO2 emissions down to a granular level of absolutely everything we do, even into everything we do in the financial infrastructure.
You're right.
The service industry will be able to track the CO2 emissions of the service industry. And then people will start educating themselves. And this is why I have great belief that, everyone thinks the world's going to end because of what we're doing right now. We're not. We're just going to adapt at the right time and move forward,
Yeah. No,
and that's what's basically happening.
I think you're right, because I remember the narrative why there was a dump of the price of Bitcoin last May and April of this year is, Elon Musk was saying about, we're not going to be buying Bitcoin because it's not fuel efficient. We'll just buy Dogecoin and stuff like that. So I think the narrative is, how do we make sure we continue mining and we're still energy efficient, right? Speaking of that, Alastair, again, just your perspective on this, right? Because the miners are obviously banned in China. I mean, why do you think there's a lot of them moving to Texas or Colorado? Is it because of the real estate? Why do you think miners are moving in the southern part of the states?
It's just like because they can get access to cheap land.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got masses of land that's already connected to the grid. See, the thing about pump jacks is there's over 1 million pump jacks in America, and they're all connected to the grid, over 90% of them. So you've got units that are just connected to the grid. They can already hook up. You can come down with containers and start mining. You're suddenly mining here. And if you can get the right electricity rates, it's just like, it's straight away. It's just like a second use case for the land. So for all the farmers I speak to in Illinois, Indiana, I spoke about, we could do a second use case on your land, Bitcoin mining and that, like back in 2017. they're all looking at me as if I'm like totally crazy. And now they're like, oh, wait a minute, speaking about that thing, because now they want, wait a minute, this thing's getting so big.
Yeah, right.
They already see people starting to do it. You get these things where they hooks up, where they're flaring gas and it can capture the flare in the grass, reuse the energy that's getting lost. And that cuts your cost already. You see what I mean, Coach Miranda? So it's like, it's just like a second use case for land. So everyone understands that. And they just understand, this is now becoming simplistic and people can make money from it. Yeah, I'm going to start doing it more and more. We plug in renewable energy, so we get free energy hooked to it as well. So it's even less electricity we have to pull from the grid, even better,
Yeah, I wish we have it here, because in the Philippines, it takes me 17 cents per kilowatt hour just to mine, 400, it's very expensive here in the Philippines, I would say, the cost.
Yeah, definitely. But it's like, here, it's like, it's the best place to be doing it right now. Scotland's a good place to start doing it as well. It's windy all the time. It'd be a great place to do it. You've got land there, get the units, start doing it, guys. You know what I mean? It's anywhere where you've got a lot of land, which are already connected to the grid, and you've got a lot of, and you can just hook this thing as a second sort of revenue stream. And once you can pay for the outlay, $250,000 will get you 720, Bitcoin mining units in a container with everything, the fans and all the stuff hooked up to it and stuff. That's the sort of prices you're going for now. Okay. But then there's ways you can take loans to buy these things, to pay them off,
Okay.
It'll be a new thing. Everyone's going to start doing it.
Understood. Hey, I don't want to be the reason for you to miss your flight, Alastair, because I know you said...
I know. I'm just looking at the time. I'm calculating. I better get going.
Is there any other things you'd like to kind of mention to our Filipino, and everywhere in the world, a lot of Filipinos are out there? Any message for the group you'd like to leave to us?
The Scottish loved Pacquiao. You know what I mean? We loved him. You know what I mean? He was the best, I know he's retired, but I think he's going to be president. So when it comes to the next election, if I was Filipino, I'd be going for Pacquiao. There you go.
Hey, I gotta teach you one Filipino word. So if you meet the Filipino,
okay. I'm up for learning.
This is not a curse, by the way. I cannot do it because we're live.
Don't worry,
right?
I get cursed for a lot of stuff.
So you say kamusta.
Kamusta.
That's hello.
Kamusta.
Hello.
Yeah, kamusta.
And then if you see a beautiful girl, okay, you say maganda.
Yeah, I'll say that to my wife. Kamusta, maganda.
Yeah, maganda. You say maganda, and then you say mahal kita, I love you. Mahal kita is I love you.
Maganda. Kamusta. All right, yeah. We'll maybe have to work on that in the next interview then, Coach Miranda. You know what I mean? The old Scottish lingo takes a bit to get used to,
All
Anyway,
right.
vote for Pacquiao. That's what I'm voting for anyway. He should have been Mayweather. I was voting for him that day. Perfect. Honestly, I was going crazy for him. Me and my cousin Ben, we were going mad for it, in Boston.
Pacquiao is
great night.
Pacquiao is number 3 in the survey today. I don't know if he's going to be. Let's see.
Oh, that fight against Mayweather, honestly, it was like so crazy how many people were signing in. It was 100. It was the first $100 tickets,
Everyone.
I think he made something like 80 million from that fight.
I think so.
Mayweather made like 350. Did he not make 80 million? That's amazing, isn't it?
And I think it's even more because in the Philippines he has some pay-per-view.
He gets his own one. No, he probably made more. You're right, actually.
Probably right. Yeah.
I'm glad he retired, though. You know what I mean? It was just like he was losing when he lost to that Australian guy, Jeff. Somebody, I just thought there's no way he should have lost to him.
Well, he's
Jeff. I can't remember his name is Queenslander.
Yeah, he's 40 years old anyways. I mean, well, he has earned
42,
a lot.
43, yeah.
Why would you not throw the towel when you have already earned how much, right? I mean, like 4 billion peso or 100,000.
4 billion pesos. Yeah,
it's crazy.
He's done all right. 4 billion pesos.
It's crazy, right?
Perfect. Yeah. But, he's always tempted for one more. You never know.
Yeah.
So. All right. Anyway, that's great, Coach Man. I better get off the plane. But yeah, I've been great to speak to everyone in the Philippines. And as we develop the platform, could come in, could send some NFTs through. I could give you a live demo of it. That would be interesting for you. You can ask questions.
If there's anything you'd like
to see it, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. If there's anything you'd like to if there's a development, let me know. we could use our audience to, be a survey mechanism for you
Yeah,
guys or
yeah.
whatnot. So let us know.
Honestly, we'll get you to start testing because we're getting a new members area where we're going to start giving out more information on it. That little bit, of course, could try it out in that. That would be good.
Okay. All right, my friend. Thank you
Perfect.
so much, Alastair.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Miranda. Really appreciate it. Hello, everyone. Philippines, take care.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good night. Have a good day
Bye-bye.
there. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So, kamusta? All right, type number 1 kung medyo nahirapan ng konti, no? But I hope everyone is doing well. Naunawaan ba? Nakahabol ba? Okay pa ba, no? No, I mean, I really like the interview, guys, because I was talking with him kanina. Nag-uusap kami kanina ni Alastair, and for the most part of our discussions, talagang alam mo na yung he really means business. No, he's the CEO of Ziyen Coin, Ziyen, and obviously he is actually concerned for the community, right? He's actually concerned for the community, and being a father of a special kid, he's also involved in volunteering works and developments, etc. So again, Alistair, thank you so much, and I hope you have a very good flight. And I appreciate you giving us insights about energy token. So basically, guys, what he is trying to say, tatagalogin ko, no, is basically anything that you can tokenize from a government asset perspective. And kanina, minonetize niya almost $2.67 trillion ang tokenizable assets in the United States, and that speaks volumes of what you can do, what you can do as a you know as a an energy token promoter, no. Obviously ang ginagawa nila, they're trying to democratize the access into these energy assets, no. For example, fuel, gas, oil, etc. And they're democratizing. Ibig sabihin sa Tagalog doon, they're trying to give it they're trying to give an access to the masses, no, na makapag-own ng fractionalized ownership ng mga assets na 'yan, no? So parang at some point, imagine niyo yung NFT. Malaki ang discussion on fractionalizing NFTs today. Marami lang nagsasabi na wag niyong gagawin 'yan kasi magiging taxable 'yan. No, we cannot fractionalize NFT. Dapat 1:1 ang ownership ng NFT. No, kasi may mga NFT na sobrang mamahal. So sinasabi ng mga tao na, why don't we try to divide NFTs right now and make it sort of, kumbaga, it's a token, no, non-fungible token, NFT, and we're fractionalizing the ownership of that particular token. So, pero yun, pwedeng mga arts, pwedeng for mga assets, but in this case, sinasabi niya, it's gonna be representing energy, it's going to represent the wind farms, the oil, the gas, pwede mo na siyang i-tokenize, no? Pag tinokenize mo na siya, pwede mo na siyang gawing something na pwedeng pag-arian, pwedeng maging pag-aari ng mga tao. At kung ano man ang kikitain nung particular asset na yon, i-distribute yun doon sa mga taong naka-stake doon sa particular asset na na-tokenize nila. Okay guys, naiintindihan ba? Did you understand that in Tagalog? Type number 1 guys, type number 1 kung naiintindihan. Okay? Type number 1 kung naiintindihan, no? So, yun yung ating gustong sabihin, no? From the lens of an expert, yan si Alastair. And guys, marami pa tayong gagawing mga interviews like this, ha. So wag kayong bibitaw sa channel natin. We will be inviting many more expert guests, no, and many more else na pwedeng tumulong sa atin in terms of our journey, no, in terms of our journey on becoming even more effective in what we do, no. So type number 1 kung natutuwa ka na marami na tayong mga industry experts na nagiging guest dito sa MirandaMiner Live. At ang pangako ko sa inyo, we will invite more. Kasi nga, natutuwa nga ako kasi pumayag na po ang isang malaking bangko, na pwede nating interviewin sa ating programa, malaking bangko sa Pilipinas, Pumayag na po silang ma-interview, ang kailangan na lang po nilang gawin, who are they going to send in the interview? Napakagandang problema naman yan, coach. Ang gandang problema niyan. No, it's a very good problem to have. Grabe ka naman, coach. No, yes, that's very true kasi nga we're gonna be discussing and talking about Ada Cardano. Bakit ba sila nakipag-partner sa kumpanyang to? Why did they partner with this particular company and etc. 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 No? So kung interesado ka dyan, alamin natin yan maya-maya. We will get to know that later on and I'm confident that pag na-finalize natin yung invitation, then definitely we will be graced by the presence of this very, very big universal bank. Okay, type number 1 kung ikaw ay masaya kung ano nangyayari sa channel natin. Okay. Okay, nasa na tayo? Just give me a second. Okay, let me just show my Twitter account. Okay, parang tuwan-tuwa kayo, may nakahula na ng tamang sagot ha. Hindi ko i-confirm yan kasi may NDA ako with them until finalized, no? So I will not confirm anything until we have finalized the agreement with them, no? So I will not say that that is the right one, no? Anyways, okay, so sino dito? Let's now go with our regular programming. Sino dito ang nag-aantay ng mga MirandaMiner Twitter serye? Sige nga, sino mga nag-aantay ng MirandaMiner Twitter serye dito? Magtaas ng kamay. Type number 1. Hello, hello, hello. Yan. Okay, nag-V8 lang ako guys, no? So, ang dami nating gagawin ngayon. Huwag muna kayong bumitaw kasi ngayon yung raffle, ngayon po yung raffle ng ating Axie, no? So medyo maaga tayo today. Akala siguro ng ibang tao, 10:00 tayo ngayon. No? But again, thank you, Alastair, for your support and giving us an opportunity of your expertise. No? Yan. Okay? So, natutuwa naman si Coach kasi kanina nagtuturo ako ng mga estudyante. Sabi ng mga estudyante ko, buti na lang Coach, umattend kami ng klase. No? Some of them are even saying, bawi na raw yung lab fee agad, sabi nila. Kasi tinuro ko na daw yung ano ibig sabihin ng confirmation candle, left hand at saka right hand. No? Tinuro na raw natin. Anyways, ngayon po yung raffle ng Axie natin. We will be giving it as a scholarship, no? Magpapa-scholar tayo ng isang Axie. Binigay po natin yung reminders a couple of days ago. Pag wala po dito yung napili namin, pasensya na po ha. Hindi po kayo mananalo, no? Tapos, meron pong 3 hindi nanalo. Nanalo ng 500 pesos sa Twitter kahapon. So, we're gonna be raffling. We will be doing another raffle po today. We're gonna be having a new raffle today. And, okay. So, kukunin ko lang yung link kay Ira. Naku, mag-pray na kayo. Sana mapili kayo. Okay. Pakiramdam ko si Nida parang 10,000 yung entries. Parang 10,000 yung entries. Alright. So, Ira, pakisend naman sa akin yung okay, yung ating paboritong si Boss Ira. Si Boss Ira yan. Okay. Ito, yung ating Twitter giveaway. Okay. Kukunin ko lang yung Twitter giveaway muna tayo. 500 pesos each. Sino kaya? Sana nandito ka, no? Type number 1 kung nandito. Type winner kung nandito ka, ha? Okay, raffle natin yung 500 pesos. Ang dami kasi nating pera, guys. Napakarami. Nakaka-proud naman kasi ang dami-dami nating pera. Diba? Dami nating pera. At marami tayong pwedeng ibigay na mga kung ano-anong mga kayamanan. No? Ay, nako. Ang sarap naman ng kumita, di ba? Kasi kita mo naman si Bitcoin, pumasok ka ba naman sa 36,000 tsaka may 51,000 na entry ka. O, tapos ang taya mo, $1,000. Magkano na kaya ngayon yun? So, tayo lang naman na nakakarinig, di ba? O meron naman tayong position dyan, tsaka tayo lang naman nakakarinig. So, wag mo na ipagsabi, di ba? Anyways, I'm very, very happy, guys, kasi kahit bumaba pa yung Bitcoin na yan, ako, boundary na tayo. Okay, hanapin ko lang yung comment picker na Twitter. Magla-login lang tayo. Okay, we're gonna be logging in. Sino kayang mananalo? Who is going to win? Tatlong 500. It's gonna be 1,500 pesos. Ako. Let's do this. Tama ba yung tinuro ko kay Alastair kanina? Sabi ko, maganda. Maganda. Maganda, tsaka hello, kamusta ka? I don't wanna teach him any curse, no? Kaya naman. But he's a good guy. He's a very, very good guy. Okay, let me try to put the winner of a retweet. Dapat valid yung retweet nyo. Kailangan yung retweet ninyo, meron siyang screenshot nung ano natin. Parang ganito, oh. Meron siyang screenshot, guys. Yung Twitter ninyo, yung retweet ninyo, dapat meron siyang screenshot kung bakit ka nakikinig kay MirandaMiner. Dapat meron kang ganun. Oy, sabihin ko lang pala, naghahanap ako ng professional video editor na part-timer, ha? So kung interesado ka mag-apply, kami na-receive na po ako mga applications. Maraming salamat. Thank you. And I'm still looking for, I'm not finalizing my decision yet. So kung kayo ay balak mag-apply, just send me a 2-minute video of your nagawa ninyo. Kukunin nyo lang na audio yung aking mga Real Talk Friday. Gawan nyo lang siya ng video. Ha? So ganun. Okay? So yung nire-retweet ninyo, guys, yung mga nire-retweet ninyo, dapat ganito yung itsura niya. Hanap lang ako ng example. Ang dami talagang nagpo-profit. Oh, yan oh, sila. Naku, ang dami nyo nagpo-profit. Grabe kayo, ah. Wala na akong balato, ah. I'm just kidding. Okay, makatulong lang ako. Masaya na ako dyan. Hanapin ko lang yung example kasi dapat pag nagiging invalid pag mali yung retweet ninyo. Sayang naman, nagiging invalid. Ito, for example, yan o, yung meron kang screenshot na ikaw ay subscriber sa YouTube ko, tapos meron kang sinasabing something about bakit ka naka-subscribe, ito yung mananalo pag ni-retweet mo. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Let's do 79 retweets. Tingnan natin sino mananalo. 3 po yung mananalo for 500 pesos each. All right, the person who first won is Not Joms. Thank you, Not Joms. Type the word winner. You win 500 pesos in cash or $10 na i-credit namin sa iyong BingBon account. Thank you. Another winner. Ay, may PM daw si Ira. Wait lang, baka pinapagalitan tayo. Wait lang. May PM daw yung boss ko. Wait lang. Okay. Bakit may King Sumo? Yung King Sumo yung Axie. Okay, yung Twitter giveaway. Okay. Okay na yung Twitter giveaway. Sige. Okay na to. Alright. Ang next winner natin is si Alf Castello. Type the word winner kung nandito ka. Alf Castello. Tell me if you're here, please. Are you here, guys? Mag-chat po kayo. Okay? Mag-chat po kayo kung nandito kayo. Please, magparamdam. Igalaw mo yung baso. Alf Castello, andito ka ba? Alf Castello. Okay. And then the last winner for today is none other than Ho the Legend 35. Ho the Legend 35. Thank you. You need to retweet, no? Para ano? Walang sumasagot. So wala yung tatlo. Walang tatlong winner. So magra-raffle ulit tayo. Type number 1 kung magra-raffle ulit, ha? Type number 1 kung magra-raffle ulit. Okay? Okay ba? Type number 1 kung walang sumasagot eh. Wala yung tatlo. Ay, sayang. Sayang naman. Sayang naman. Wala. O, mag-raffle pa. Tatlo pa ulit. Tatlo ulit. Tatlong order ulit. Sayang naman. Janjan underscore OG. Thank you. Janjan underscore OG. Nanalo ka ng 500 pesos. Andi dito ka ba? Janjan OG. Okay, type the word winner. Type the word winner. If you are here, please type the word winner. Okay, Janjan OG. Oy, ikaw, Vati means ikaw ba si How the Legend 35? Ikaw ba yan? Ikaw yan. O, sige. O, may nanalo ng isa. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ira, take note. Okay, dalawa na lang aantayin natin. Wala rin si Janjan OG, no? Let's do another one. Shelly Super. Shelly Super, congratulations. Magparamdam kung if Shelly Super is here, magparamdam ka. Shelly Super. Shelly Super. Okay, wala si Shelly Super din. Okay, another winner. Last two winners. Sayang. April Toledo 28. Thank you. April Toledo 28, are you here? Please, pagalawin mo daw yung baso. Wala pa din, guys. Sayang naman. Sayang naman. Okay, dalawa pa. Wala pa rin si April. Naku. Ay, 200 piso. Okay. Nanalo na to si Hoda Legend. Another one na lang. Okay, Ivar J. Ivar Yaj. Thank you. Congratulations. Another 500. Are you here? Ivar Yaj. Are you here? Are you here, Ivar Yaj? Wala pa. Guys, 500 piso to. Kasi alam mo, kaya tingin ko, yung mga yan, tulog na yan. Kasi kasama ko kaninang alas 6 ng umaga yung mga yan. Mga tulog na yan, mga yan. Kasi kanina pa kami nag-uusap, nasa gym pa lang ako, nagtitweet na ako eh. O sige, wala talaga guys eh. O sige, yung dalawang winner, okay, paunahan na lang ng sagot sa YouTube, mga nasa YouTube ha. Okay, walang nananalo eh. Okay, alright. Okay, question number 1, paunahan ng sagot sa YouTube. Mag-comment ka tsaka sa Facebook. Okay? Mag-comment. Ira, bantayan mo yung pakibantayan. And guys, pakibantayan yung Facebook kung may nanalo dyan ha. Okay? Kasi I'm not looking at Facebook right now. Okay. Tingnan natin. Okay, ang aking question sa Facebook comment. Ang aking question sa Facebook comment, paunahan ng sagot. Paunahan ng sagot. Okay, question. I-type ninyo yung sagot ha. I-type ninyo yung sagot. Okay? I-type ninyo yung sagot sa comment box. Okay, number 1. Ang question is, anong coin, okay? Yung unang-una makikita kong sagot yung mananalo sa chat room. Anong coin ang merong relay chain at kapartner ng Kusama Network? Buong pangalan, anong coin ang may relay chain, parachain at kasama ng Kusama Network na number 8 ngayon? One, two, go! Ian James, mali yan. Sabi ko buong pangalan ng coin. Buong pangalan ng... Oy, very good. Ian James nanalo. Polkadot. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ian James. Masipag din yan. Ian James Ian James Invierno. Yun, very good. Congratulations. O, yung another 500 pesos. Walang nag-tweet eh. Sayang naman, guys. Gagawin ko nga 1,000 sa tweet next time. Alright. Ay, magre-refresh pala ako. Baka meron na. Refresh tayo. 79 retweet. O, 81. May dalawang nag-retweet. Ayos ah. Okay. Alright. O, ito. Another quiz for 500 pesos. Grabe naman. Mimigay ng pera si Coach. Give me a second. Okay, I will be looking for the question. Okay, I need the whole name. I need the whole name of this particular coin. Itong coin na to is naging sikat dahil pinag-usapan because of a potential case. Meron siyang case. Sino ba ang mga coin na may kaso? No? Sino ba ang may coin na may kaso, di ba? All right. So, itong coin na to nagkaroon siya ng kaso. Okay? At ito ay sinampahan ng kaso. Okay? Sinampahan ng kaso ng Southern District Attorney General of New York. No, ang sinasabi ng kaso na to, ito daw ay merong hindi kompletong backup na dolyar sa kanyang pegged amount. I need the whole name of this coin, hindi lang yung huling name niya. The whole name of this coin. Ako, hindi ko pa nakikita yung sagot. Sige. Ayun! Ay, hindi pa rin whole name yun. Kailangan full name. Buuin nyo yung pangalan, hindi 4 na letra. Buuin. Ano yung buong pangalan? Hindi. Hindi pa rin. Hindi buong pangalan yan. Ano ba yung letter D? Ano yung letter D? Ano yung letter D dyan? Okay, 1. Yun! Nakakuha si Choi. Congratulations, Choi. Si Choi pa yung nakakuha, no? Okay, last na to. Last na to, guys, ha. Ito, pag nito to nakuha. Okay? Dahil marami tayong profit, mamimigay tayo ng pera today. Sige, pag yung mga hindi ma-attend ng live ni Coach, hindi mananalo ng pera, no? Okay. Alright. Now, for 1,000 pesos. For 1,000 pesos, Okay, for 1,000 pesos, just give me a second. Oh, ako, maghanap na kayo. Maghanap na kayo ng sagot. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. For 1,000 pesos, guys. For 1,000 pesos. Okay. Sabi ni JV, si Chuck Rhodes daw. Hindi si Chuck Rhodes. Hindi si Chuck. Not Chuck Rhodes. Ikaw talaga. Okay. Alright. Okay. Question. This is a state in the United States na kung saan nakatira si Alastair Caithness. Sinabi niya kanina. This is the state where he lives. No? This state is actually a city on the Pacific coast known for its beaches, parks, and warm climate. The immense Balboa Park is the site of the renowned zoo, as well as the numerous art galleries, studios, museums. A deep harbor is home to a large active naval fleet. What do you call this state? What is this United States state in the US? All right, I need the state and the city. I need the city and the state. City and the state. Okay, nanalo na. Very good. May nanalo na. Congratulations. All right. Sneaky man, 1,000 pesos. All right, guys, ang bilis. So, please contact nawala tuloy ako. Contact Ira to get your prices, no, yung 500 pesos and the 1,000. Congratulations, guys. All right. Okay. Let's now go with our winners of the AXI Scholar. Ito, guys, medyo malaki to, ha. Itong AXI Scholarship na to, ipapascholar namin. Pakita ko lang sa'yo, wait lang, yung papascholar namin sa'yo, wait lang. Para medyo ganahan ka naman, di ba? Grabe si Coach, nagpapascholar na mga tayo. So, si Coach, 16 yung scholars ngayon. Meron pa akong isang available. Papascholar ko sa inyo. So, ira-raffle natin yan. Pero kailangan magaling ka. Pag hindi ka magaling in 1 month, ililipat namin yan. So, kailangan magaling ka. So, ang manager niyan si Nico. Nico, nakikinig ka ba, Nico? Magparamdam ka nga, Nico. Magparamdam ka. Magparamdam ka, Nico. Okay. Sobrang delayed ng telecast natin. Meron pang mga sumasagot na na hanggang ngayon San Diego, California. Okay. Alright. Yun. Okay, tapos na yung California, Alexis Lopez, Los Angeles pa. Paano makasali sa scholarship? Hindi kasi kayo nagbabasa ng post ni Ate Ira nyo eh. Kayo talaga. Lagot kayo kay Ate. Ano yung nagbabasa ng Papagalitan kayo niyan. Okay, ito na. Ito na yung papascholar natin. Bubuksan ko lang. I-flex lang natin, guys. So, flex natin. Basta mag-aabang ka lang. Lagi ka lang sumusupport sa channel. Malay mo, meron pa tayong isang pang scholar, di ba? So, abang ka lang lagi. Hintayin mo lang to. Wait lang. Sino ba yung nasa bundok? Saan po magkiklaim ng prize? Iyan, hanapin mo si Ira Pingol. Ira Pingol, moderator, anyan. Marketing manager natin. Hanapin mo siya. Give me a second, guys. Open lang natin yung AXI natin. Okay, yung ating ipapa-scholar na AXI ay ito. O, i-share mo na nga yung live natin. Mali mo, magpa-raffle pa si Coach. Pag naging 500 tong live natin viewers ngayon, Magpapa-raffle pa ako ng another prize, 'di ba? Okay, yung ipapa-ano natin, yung aking ipapa-scholar, itong tatlong 'to. Ito yung plant, ito yung plant niya. Hoy, maganda 'tong plant na 'to, Huwag niyong, maganda 'tong plant na 'to. Kasi itong plant na 'to, maganda yung HP niya, tagal magbukas, baka internet ko, 'no? Okay, ito yung plant natin, maganda siya, meron siyang pumpkin, may serious, prickly trap, tsaka may spicy. Ayan yung plant niya, na scholar natin 'yan. Tapos meron ka ding mech. Maganda yung mech nito, may full combo, 'di ba? Antayin mo na lang yung mech, antayin natin. So, teka lang, ayaw yung mech nito, ito yung mech niya, this one. Kompleto 'to guys, yung mech, ang ganda ng cards, Oh, merong Nutcracker, may Imp, may Nutcrack, may Single Combat, Ivory, tsaka may Nut Throw, 'di ba? Maganda 'tong mga ano 'tong mech na 'to, lagot ka. And then yung pinaka-ano, nilagyan ko ng aqua. Nilagyan ko siya ng aqua. Gusto ko yung aqua merong, anemone na hindi mo siya mapapatay agad. Mahirap 'tong kalabanin, kahit may poison natatalo ako dito, 'no. So hindi ako manalo-nalo yung merong anemone. Ito nakakainis 'to, itong card na 'to. Aqua Vitality, tsaka itong Aquaponics. 'Pag tumitira, hindi parang unlimited, Department of Health, sabi nga ni Bagsik, sabi niya. 'No? Grabe. Tingnan mo yung ano, tingnan mo 57, hmm, maganda yung kanyang speed, 'di ba? I mean maganda 'to, Tatlo 'yan, tatlo, ta's meron kang, sabi ko nga, may mech ka, maganda yung speed naman kahit papaano, 'di ba? Ta's may plant ka, ay parang teka lang, tama ba yung mech na binigay ko? Parang hindi yun. Bumili ako ng mech para makapag-adventure ako. Yung binili kong mech, kasi yung mga axes ko, hindi ako makalabas ng ano guys, hindi ako makalabas ng ano, ng ruin, ano ba yun, ruin pen, 'di na ako nananalo, 'no. 'Yan, so ano lang natin, wait lang. Refresh ko lang guys, wait lang. So yun ang ating papa-raffle today, 'no. Oo, tama Jeremy, kung 1v1 talo talaga ako diyan, 'no. Alright, wait lang, antayin anyways, so yun ang ating pinapa-scholar, isa lang 'yan, so galingan mo, galingan mo at 'wag mo akong, kailangan galingan mo 'yan, 'no. Mananalo ka man, tulong na rin sa pamilya mo 'yan, 'di ba? Ang bagal ng Axie ngayon guys, yung marketplace. Anyways, sige, let's now go to the raffle. Tatlo yun, maganda yung build, decent team yun, 'di yun talagang mananalo ka sa arena diyan, maganda yung build natin, so hindi basta-basta 'yan. Okay, let's raffle the Axie. Ngayon, 'pag nanalo kayo ng raffle sa Axie, hindi niyo mapapanalunan yung Axie, ipapa-scholar sa inyo, ha. Hindi niyo po iuuwi yung Axie, hindi na po sa inyo yun. Kaya gagawin lang po kayong scholar para makatulong po sa inyo, sa pamilya at sa mga panggastos ninyo, 'di ba? Sino kayang mananalo dito? Pakiramdam ko si Nida na naman 'to, Pakiramdam ko 30,000 yung entry mo, Nida, 'no? Umamin ka. Pakiramdam ko talaga mananalo 'to si Nida. Anyways. Pero ang ganda nung mga cards ko, talagang hindi ako nawawala sa 2,000 MMR. Talaga nasa cards talaga tsaka sa laro, no? Nasa laro. I just need to log in. Okay. We have 7,719 entries. Congratulations. Okay. 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 7,000 entries. Tingnan natin. Ready to award. Okay. I will remove this, no? I will remove this. Sample pa lang yan kasi I cannot. Gusto ko meron tayong konting, excitement, no? Excitement. All right. Let's remove this. Redraw the winner. Yes, we need to redraw. Let's do. The winner is Phil at chacoso08@gmail.com. Phil at chacoso08@gmail.com. Okay? Are you here? Phil at chacoso08@gmail.com. You won a scholarship of AXI. Congratulations. Nandito ka ba? Magparamdam ka, igalaw mo yung AXI mo, yung bakso, pagalaw mo, mag-chat ka. Please, please. Nako. Nandito ka ba? Nako, ikaw ay makakapag-uwi ng brand new na AXI na pwede mong laruin at pwede kang kumita. Nako, maganda yan, maganda yan. Very good. Wala yung nanalo? O pinapawala nyo lang? Pinapawala nyo lang, kayo talaga. Kayo talaga. Okay, nasa na yun? Wala naman eh. Okay. Okay, taas ng kamay, magparamdam. Type the word winner kung nandito ka. Type the word winner. 1, 2, ang sarap laruin ito. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9.5, 10. Okay, redraw tayo. Redraw. We need to redraw. Sayang naman yung panalo. Sayang. KyloCram25@yahoo.com. Baka si Kyle to. KyloCram25@yahoo.com. Very good. KyloCram. KyloCram25@yahoo.com. Kailangan nandito yung winner para ma-celebrate natin. KyloCram25@yahoo.com. 41 entries. KyloCram. Ikaw ba yan, Mark? Uy, panalo si Mark Anthony. Uy, congratulations, Mark. Uy, guys, may nanalo na. Okay, galingan mo ng 1 month, ha? Galingan mo. No, 1 month, Mark. Scholar na kita, no? Galingan mo. Pag hindi ka magaling, ira-raffle ulit namin yan. No, ira-raffle namin yan. So, galingan mo in 1 month, meron kang target, no? So, ang magiging manager mo dyan si Nico. Congratulations. Okay. Ay, may sumasagot pa rin ng California. Ano nangyayari, guys? Ano parang late ba yun, yung mga ganong sumasagot, no? Parang ngayon pa lang sila nakikinig siguro, no? Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, congratulations. Oy, Mark, ingatan mo 'tong mga aksi na 'to, ha, itong, tatlong 'to, no, 'yan, oh. 1, 2, and 3, no? Kasi itong aksi na 'to, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, tsaka this one, akin din 'yan. So, ano 'yan, technically, 3 meron akong dalawang team pa na naiwan. Yung isang team pang ano, yung isang team ko pang arena, yung isang team pang adventure. Yan, ito yung arena ko, yung this one, this one, this one, tsaka yung pang adventure ko ito, tsaka 'to. Magaling 'yan, nakaka-ruin 10 na 'yan, 'di ba? Very good. May mga kakarating pa lang sa inyo. Yung iba sa inyo kakarating pa lang, eh, 'no, sa live natin, eh, 'no. Okay, okay. Down yung PLDT, down ba si Judex ngayon pa lang sumasagot ng Polkadot, oh. Sabi niya Polkadot daw. Sabi ni Choi ano ba yung mga pinagsasagot niyong San Diego, ba't ngayon pa lang pumapasok yung mga message na yan? San Diego, California, Polkadot, Ripple. Mga late na dumarating. Okay. Anyways, uy, ang daming nanalo today, tatlong 500, isang 1,000, saka isang Axie scholarship. So congratulations, guys. Naku, ang galing-galing. Okay. Parang medyo late nga yung ano, yung chat room natin, late na dumarating yung mga chat, no. Okay. So guys, mag-abang na lang kayo sa Twitter, magti-Twitter serye tayo mamayang gabi, no. So abang-abang na lang kayo diyan, papahinga na muna si coach kasi ang haba ng ating estudyante kanina. Gusto ko lang batiin yung mga estudyante natin, kaway-kaway po. Batiin ko lang mga estudyante natin diyan. For the beginner class, Team Kryptoniac, led by Alfie, leader Daven and April. Team Kryptonian o Kryptonario, led by Choi, moderator, leader Neil and James. Team New Hope, of course, andyan si New Hope, si George at si Paul. Tsaka leader nila si Ferdy. Team Alpha Federal, no? Team ni Ruan yan with leaders Dennis and Alexis. Sa beginners, si Team Alfie, 3M, MirandaMiner Millionaires, no? Leader led by Mary and Nadet. Team Choi, Team Bawi, no? Led by Francis and I think this is Tess, no? Si Team Ferdy, October Feast, Henry and Renz, and Team Ruan, Team Plado by Jive and Vicente. Thank you, thank you. Ayan, I would like to shout out yung batch 14, Angelo Robles, #Polkadot, hello, hello. All right. If you would like to be a student, please email EliteUniversity at globalmirandaminer.com for your interests. Guys, alam mo, channel natin busog-lusog ka na, no? So, basta just follow at meron akong announcement, no. I'm looking for a video editor, no. Sana mag-apply ka if you're interested. Gumawa ka ng sample video na 2-minute motivational video. Gamitin mo yung audio ko, i-download mo yung audio ng aking mga Real Talk Fridays. Gawan mo ng 2-minute video. Kailangan yung mga gagamitin mo mga materials hindi copyrighted, dapat free from pexels, kung saan-saan pa, no. So yan. So sali ka doon kasi merong sahod yun tsaka part-time yun. Part-time work yun. So naghahanap ako ng video editor natin. Interested ka, email to me your portfolio tulad ng ginawa ng mga nag-apply na. So please email it to me to coachmirandaminer@globalmirandaminer.com. Okay? Okay, maraming salamat, guys, at sana may natutunan kayo today. Medyo pagod lang si coach, no? Kasi kanina pa tayo nagsasalitang 2:00. Actually 1:00 nga po, 'di ba? Meron po tayong estudyante kanina simula ng hapon. So pasensya na po kayo. I need to take my rest. Pero rest assured naman ay bawing-bawi tayo dyan bukas kasi nga naka-off tayo, no? So, moderators, maraming salamat. Mark Anthony, oy, congratulations pare. Talagang ikaw ay nanalo. Congratulations. And sana huwag kayong magsawa. We will be looking for a lot more. And of course, Alastair, thank you very much to you and to your team. Thank you very much for helping educate the Filipinos all around the world about energy and democratization of the fractionalized tokens asset tokens that we can obviously use, as a use case, no? You as a use case in this particular proof of concept. Yan. So maraming salamat sa inyo. I'm gonna be inviting more and more industry experts. Antabayanan mo lang. And with that said, maraming salamat, guys. Good night. And sweet dreams. And I love you. 3,000. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.